Hello and welcome to the show. I am back here on Car Mechanic Simulator, going to be restoring another car from the auctions. Now there is a new feature to this game, just came out I think a couple of days ago. We've now got an expert mode option. As you can see here, there is now no longer any HUD at all. On the screen. There are some various other changes which we will get to. So if you want to check your money and your XP and so on, you've got to go into the tablet, or if you don't have that, you've got to go to computer. Yeah, there are some other changes to the vehicles as well. However, we have got to, I think that's new, on the door as well. I can't say I remember that, but I might have just been completely blind. Anyway, we're going to have a look, see what cars we can purchase. So, on the list today, well, I was contemplating getting a gull wing. However, none of them are for sale at the moment. Another new feature I didn't realise until coming here was that it now costs $1,000 to go to the auction house. I think the reason that is to stop people from going in here, seeing the cars, going back out again, resetting it, and going back again. To try and stop that, they've now got it's now got a charge to go. So I would quite like to buy something from here. I don't really want to be paying too much money, kind of going backwards and forwards. Admittedly, I do have a fair amount. Jesus, this thing is going for quite a lot of money. I say quite a lot of money. Yeah, the AI is very, very determined to get this one. I think this is probably going to be my last bid on the Mercedes. We'll go up to 40 grand. It's still going up. Okay. I'm not too interested in the Urs. Maybe we'll go for the Spectre. Now, this car may have possibly seen slightly better days on the bodywork side of things, certainly. Hopefully this one won't be going up towards the sort of $40,000 mark. I was hoping I could get it for under 15. It does start off quite nice and cheap. Oh, we're going to have a bidding war with an AI again, aren't we? Over this bloody car. I would quite like the Mustang. Come on. There we go. That's it. That's more like it. $18,300 spent on buying this vehicle. It is only a 2-star condition vehicle. We're probably going to do a fair amount of work replacing quite a lot of it. However, we do have plenty of money to be working with, so I think we're going to go for a nice, fully restored car here. Alright, our green rust bucket is back in the workshop, and the engine is, yeah, it's a fair mess in here. Now, apparently, one of the updates that has been changed with this new stuff, the way rust is generated on parts is slightly different. So yeah, we might see more, I guess, kind of authentic-looking rust, essentially, on the cars. Another thing is the bonus kind of payouts for the cars. If you get like 100% restoration on the vehicle, I think it's 50% less a sort of bonus on it. So you will have to be careful when it comes to, or certainly more careful when it comes to spending money fixing the vehicles up, which I think is a good thing, to have just that little bit more of a challenge. Alright, so we have got, does the front bumper come off this car? No, it doesn't look like. As you can see here already, there is nothing comes up with the the little thing at the top to tell you. So you actually need to know the keys to get between the assemble and the disassemble modes and so on. It's only sort of I think one is disassemble, 2 is assemble, and so on. It's fairly simple, but you do kind of need to know your way around the game. Okay, let's put this over here. Right, the wheels look pretty red. I spy a shiny brake disc. Just one. just one shiny brake disc. What we shall do is, let's get the manifolds off so we can dual exhaust and whatnot. Now, another thing that you will notice when I go to take these off, there are no silhouettes around the bolts. So you may well have to end up going searching for them. I did have a very, very quick play around with this before starting this video, just to kind of get an idea of what the expert mode, or how it changed and so on. And yeah, on some of the parts you will be searching around a little bit to find them. If you aren't familiar with the vehicle itself, I have worked on this engine before. The Reptilia had this one. I'm fairly sure the Reptilia had this one. So yeah, it just adds that little bit more challenge to the game. Also, like how my car is ever so slightly floating. I've not noticed that before. About this, not sure is that a thing. I can't say I've ever seen that do that before. We have a magic car. It's always good when you have a magic car, right? Let's get rid of the wheels. We have. I was going to say, I thought it looked like an okay brake disc. It's yeah. Certainly not as nice as the stuff that we pulled off the pickup truck last time out. Yeah, that side there's pretty real. We have pretty much got an orange engine in here. The brake drums at the back. Oh, look at that fuel tank. We have an orange fuel tank. I would normally approve of orange stuff, but in this case, not quite so much. I have a sneaking suspicion that most of this is going to have to be, yeah, it's probably going to have to all be replaced. Right, now we have actually got to try and find that this. This is where it becomes a little bit more tricky, because unless you know the exact position, you can't sort of. Oh wait, we need to pull that off first. Then we need to pull that off first. Yeah, unless you know the exact position, you can't. You can no longer do it from just kind of looking here and click over the whole place, which is yeah, I quite like it. I quite like the slight more challenge, the slight more difficulty, and it mixes things up when you've been playing the game for like in a certain way for so long. Just having that little bit more to do. And I wonder if. Yeah, you can kind of do it from here, but it's a little harder to judge. So you will actually have to spin the camera around to go and find out, go and try, see what you're doing. That's our rear. Yeah, this car. I mean, a one-star condition car is not much worse off than this one. Like, there are a couple of bits that possibly might be. Although, to be fair, as I said, the rust thing has been changed slightly, so maybe this isn't as bad a condition as it all looks. I suspect it probably is. Oh god, we're going to have a right nightmare with these bloody rubber bushings. At least we don't have. Again, we've got the relatively simple rear suspension layout, so. We're not going to have as many bloody rubber bushings pinging themselves around that you're never going to find. I don't quite know how does with the kind of the silhouette rebuilding is still going to be there. So that's not too bad. It's all about finding where the position, placing, and so on for the bolts more so than the. Sort of finding the actual locations for everything. You can come out there. That's it's all pretty ruined in the back of my vehicle. Oh crap! We've got to get rid of the. Drive shaft. That is about the nicest looking part in my vehicle. Oh, cool. my brain is still going to. Oh, this is actually a bit of an arsey one to do. Oh, yeah, there we go. We could just about get to it because the camera doesn't quite like being in the place that I want it to. So there's a little bit of guesswork going in at this end. I think that is all of them up there. Yep, and then over here. Can't quite see where the stuff is, but never mind. Some more guesswork on that front. Hey, and it worked. Right. Got rid of that. Now we can drop that out, and we can... Oh, no, we've got to get the fuel pump out of there, and then we can get rid of the fuel tank. So let's just have a look. How awful condition was that fuel tank? And I mean, yeah, the rear drive axle was pretty bad. The fuel tank was... Yeah, okay. There... It's not just the rust, they are just generally awful. Basically, they can come off as well. They don't actually look that awful. Oh, come on now, camera. I don't know if I got a good deal on this car or not. Again, much like we had with the pickup truck, the pickup truck actually did pretty well in the end, profit-wise, on that one. I was quite pleased with how much money I made. This, I have absolutely no clue if I've done well for buying the vehicle cheaply or not. Right, the rear of the car, much like with the pickup, is just lovely and simple, really. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to spin around. I think I can just about remember most of all. I think what it's going to end up doing is you're going to spend most of your time now looking from this angle, as opposed to looking from the other angle. You'll find the bit that you need to click on, so let's say that bit there, and then you find the next bit you need to click on, and then you'll just work from here. And there we go. Yeah, it's different. Okay, these bits, that actually... doesn't look too bad. I'm hoping that can I remember where all the bolts are for this thing? There's that one there, and then there is that one there. Right, that's off. I'm hoping with it being a 2-star as opposed to a 1-star vehicle, more bits can be repaired on here at least. That's fingers crossed. That can come off there. Then we can get rid of these, and that bit there. Steering rack definitely looks like that can be repaired. Hoping that this can. Again, I should be okay for money. I shouldn't have too much in the way of problems for money now, but again, it's always good to try and save a bit more. Oh, I meant to put the car on the test road. I completely forgot. Sorry. I'm just used to doing things like this. I'm not used to having the test road. I was going to put the car on the test road, see how terrible like the brakes and suspension and stuff were, but now I've pulled the thing half apart, and yeah, my bad on that one. Ooh, hello. This quarter's not too bad, I guess. It looks a little bit better than the other side, certainly. And then we can take the spring off. I mean, this is all going to have to be replaced. I think we can repair that. Can we repair the shocks? I can't remember all the bits. Hopefully we can do a better job than we did last time with the... I mean, we haven't broken any of the really expensive parts as of yet with anything, and I say that with fingers crossed very much. Like the engine block and so on, they've all tended to survive. We've broken some sort of partly expensive parts, but nothing too terrible. That can go. It was just rust. The sway bar there. There was nothing else to it. I'm kind of glad we don't have too many rubber bushings hiding around the place. You can get out. And yeah, this front bit is looking half decent. And that can come out. And then we've just got the engine really to be dealing with. Oh crap! Let's take out the oil. There is my thing. You could at least put this. Like this could at least stay this side of the workshop. Yeah, because instead of going to drag it all the way over here, and then whenever you go through, I think whenever you go through a loading screen or whatnot, it replaces it back over that side. So yeah, I mean that could at least leave it over this side of the workshop. That's we can get rid of that. Fantastic. Oh, hello. We just sort of stuck our face in the in the old oil. Not too clever that one. Not too clever at all. What else are we gonna? Oh, of course we're gonna get gearbox and so on from down here. I mean, while I'm down here, we might as well make the most. While we have the car up on the lift, we might as well make the most, get rid of everything we can. That can come off. Oh no, I got rusty incredibly. Oh, yeah, they're all going to need coming out, aren't they? No, we can't really save any of them. I don't think you can repair. I don't think you can repair the pistons, so yeah, that lot's going to have to go. Oh yes, we got the starter from underneath, somewhere around that top bit there. It's the other one. Right. Oh, hello, camera. Let's get rid of the gearbox. They've already got about 4 or so. It's kind of useful, much helpful that there aren't that many bolts and so on holding on some of these parts. Although I missed one now. Where have I missed one? Ah, there it is. Found the bugger. Yeah, there's not too many to go finding with. Oh look, we've got pure orange clutch. Oh god. Yeah, this is not in particularly fantastic condition. I was kind of perhaps hoping for a slight bit more from all of this, but there we go. While we're down here, I know we'll have to lower it and raise it at least once more, because we've got to get the pistons out from the top and then get out the crankshaft from the bottom, and that's all of them done. Yeah, I'm just looking at all of the pulleys and so on. It's not right. I did say I was going to try and do this to 100%, so a lot of it is just going to be a case of buying new parts, I think, because I'm not sure how many of this we're going to be able to repair. All right, let's get the air filter out. We'll get that bit there off. Well, one of these is okay. Again, we're kind of hoping that they're... I was clicking on the clicking on the wrong sides once. That wasn't too clever. They can come off. I wonder if this car has any tuning options, whether we can put any interesting parts on the vehicle. Yeah, that was for there. Okay, I've got to find these around here. The rustier the parts, the easier it is to find the bolts if you don't quite know where they are. they show up. The bolts are always shiny. The rest of it, not quite so much. Oh, I forgot the fiddle that we're going to have with this engine, because it's got all of the individual push rods and stuff. Bugger, that's going to be fun and games. Again, it's just more. It is more parts that need. They are nice and cheap. Wow, they are. It's just all ruined. Fortunately, they're easy enough to find, these bits and pieces. That can come out there. I think if they're shiny, these parts, that's good. And if they're sort of jet black, that's probably not so good in terms of this. Yeah, pretty sure we can't repair these, and well, we're just going to get new ones anyway. I'm going to take them all out. Over this side we go. Yeah, these the engine heads are not fantastic, but I think we have had worse. We have had worse in in these. I think as well, it doesn't tell. Okay, that's another thing. It doesn't tell you what other parts need to be disconnected before you can remove it. So, for example, here, if I want to take the head off, you got to remove the spark plugs first. It lights up in the colours if it can be removed. So now I know that I can take this off. But yeah, it no longer kind of shows you what needs to be removed. So yeah, I'm sure at some point I will get in trouble with that. So far, though, not had too much in the way of difficulties with all of this. Right, we'll find this over here, and yeah, not doing. It's not in great nick. This car not doing too bad for getting everything apart and not getting too lost with everything. Oh, have we got kind of? I've got one sort of vaguely shiny. I say shiny, cleaner bit in the car. I mean, normally I wouldn't be yeah, too concerned about everything being orange, but this is. I'm quite surprised that this is actually like a two-star vehicle. To be honest, there's been a couple of nice bits, and that's yeah. That's really all there is. We'll get rid of all of these completely and utterly useless pieces. And the spark plugs are down here, and they're all pretty useless as well. This can come. They've not got particularly large bolts holding the cylinder head on here, especially not these ones. These are piddly little ones in here. Look at that. Okay, sure. That can come off there. Then pretty much all of the pistons can be chucked out because they're useless. Yeah, they're all pretty damn terrible. There's a couple. I can't remember if you can repair the pistons. Possibly. We'll get the fan off as well. Don't have quite as complicated looking belts on on this one. Much more similar than the big old sort of serpentine belts around the other V8 that I worked on last time. Where are you? Ah, there they are. Down that side. That can go as well. Water pump can go. No, that's not for. Okay. Yep. Figured out what that was for. The bolts at the back are, I guess, for the timing case cover. So that can come off as well. All right. What are we going to see inside of this? I think is it. I'm trying to remember now. The engine. Yeah, they're probably all ruined as well. I think they're not. That's not a particularly good colour to have them. That. We've got to get rid of the little top bit. Oh, come on camera. Come on camera. There we go. Get rid of those all-important clips. Get that off. Get rid of that. And that can come as well. Okay. That can come out. It just magically slides out. That's the way it works. And then we have the alternator. I think we are pretty much... of course. And oops. And of course that bit. I think we're pretty much done now on the car. Battery. Battery. Go away, battery, and then we will, yeah, lift that up, get the crankshaft out, and then that will be the car pulled apart. I'm quite liking this new expert mode. I think it's quite a nice little feature on here. That can come back down again. We've got to do the body frame repair. 1,700. Yep, we will do that. There we go. Looking much better already. I'm slightly happier with the colour. Not quite as terrible as some of the other vehicles that I've had. It's going to be an interesting looking thing by the time we're finished with it. Right, to the repair station. So we're going to try and get everything to 100%. I would quite like to get everything to 100% on here. I think it would be good to manage that. Oh god, we're repairing them, not repairing them very well. At all here. 30. Come on, we can manage this. We can get them. Bugger. the first kind of relatively large bit, and we brake. That's worked on that one. Leaf spring there. We're going from like 20 to 35. That's sure. Okay. Has it? Oh, we've broken that one as well. Oh dear, it's all going wrong. I wonder if they've tinkered about. I didn't see anything about changing the way repairing parts work. We broke one of the engine heads. Dear God, this is not going well. It's just everything is falling apart here. 93% on that one. Oh, God, it really is not fixing stuff up particularly well. Okay, don't break the engine block, you moron. I might as well give up with this. I might have just sold all of the wrecked parts and brought everything else. There goes the rear axle, the this is not gone well at all here. There's some at 99%. That's crapped itself. I think that was another fairly large bit. So, well, this time it has all gone catastrophically badly wrong. Really, nah, there's another bit. Alternator, or at least alternator got fixed. Yeah, I think we broke. Did we break both of the head bits? I think we might have done in all of that. Hey, we got the front crossmember bit to 100% first time. That's good. Oh, now you're getting everything to it. Okay, no, don't say that. Don't say that. That would be a dumb thing to say. That is a quick way to get yourself into trouble when it comes to yep. Instant karma will punish you when you say things like that. Well, the bonnet and door have survived. Yeah, we've broken whatever that was. I think it was a caliper. Bloody hell. Yeah, I'm glad we had a little bit more money buying this car and didn't spend like all of our money on the Mercedes. I don't know how many more bits. Oh no, we do have one engine head alive. Hey, we didn't break that one. That's always good. We got that to 100%. Oh, look at this. No, I did it again, didn't I? I think we may have broken a headlight and so on. Be nice to have the starter fixed. Yep, good, good. Steering pump, that's fantastic. Well, please don't break this. Oh, thank God for that. Alright, and then this lot here, we're kind of asking for trouble doing this. I don't know if the percentages get higher, if it gets easier to repair them. To like get that last 1% on them. Maybe, because all of those parts that had like 80 or so % on them were not too bad for repairing wise. Well, the yeah, we saved all of the wheels, which is quite good. We saved both of the exhaust manifolds. We saved some bodywork, not a huge amount of it. The leaf spring bolts all survived as well, which is did the leaf spring? No, one of the leaf springs survived. We lost a fair bit of expensive stuff in that one. I will be honest, it was not the greatest. I've not done the greatest of repair jobs, really. In there, we broke engine heads, we broke the engine block itself. I mean, all of the pistons were far too messed up anyway. Water pump's gone, camshaft's gone, crankshaft's gone. So, yeah. Well, it's not been the most successful repair work I've done on the car. Good thing I have a fair amount of money to rebuild this one. But yeah, that was the kind of the stripping, the Spectre down, and a little look at the expert mode. I do quite like this this expert mode. There are benefits. I think you gain a lot more XP. You get about double XP, I think, for using this, and cash bonuses. While the actual 100% sort of restoration bonus is less, I think you get bigger bonuses for completing jobs, and I don't know about the selling of the cars. We will have to wait and see. So the car on its own, with just all the stripped out parts, is worth $5,700. We will, I guess, see how things turn out with the Spectre next time. However, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.